These tacit discords. Why aren't they attacking?
Harbinger, open the gates of paradise for us.
You'd better leave. This place isn't leading to any salvation. Leviathan, I will deliver you her death. These Tidespawn, they've evolved fast. Mutation? Or... And sure enough...
Entering a restricted zone armed without triggering a single alarm.
Be careful. Her abilities are not normal.
All this by her hand.
Fiction and reality are starting to blur. Don't put your fate in appearances. That is what they really are.
The dark tide can corrupt, and you carry its power. What proof do we have this isn't your doing?
You don't. Believe whatever you want.
By the sacred statues of the divinity, evil shall know no peace. Only the righteous may taste eternity. Wickedness shall be purged by the blade, and those who consort with calamity shall fall. Galbrenna, demon wrought from ruin, you are not welcome here.
Fenrico? Why would he be here?
You have slaughtered my flock and ushered in ruin. The Sentinel's wrath is already upon you. I will cast you back into damnation myself before your carnage spreads any further. You should be howling in the Styx's depths, your soul aflame in the pit's cruelest fire, forever.
If you're offering me a shortcut back to hell, I'd honestly appreciate the favor.
Your heart holds no reverence for the divine. Only desecration and scorn. Demon, your sins are ripe for judgment. By the highest will's command, I shall strike down all that you have wrought. Justice shall be done.
She could have dodged that. But she took the hit to shield the civilian. And Fenrico. He knew innocents were here, but didn't hold back at all.
Righteous one, I come to cleanse Rinascita of a traitorous demon and avenge the blood debts of my people. Why raise your blade against me? Rinascita teeters on the edge of collapse. Now, more than ever, we must uphold the tenets of unity and salvation. The path to deliverance lies within the civilization capsule. Entrust it to me. By the authority bestowed upon me, I will open the gates to the divine paradise.
Unless you're not Fenrico at all. Who are you? What do you want?
Bloodshed cannot be avoided. Blood must pay for blood. The path born of injustice must be fortified with further transgressions. My goal is pure, singular. All I've done so Rinascita survives the divine reckoning and rises as a land free from sorrow. No understanding is needed, only faith. When all hope seems lost, we are the beginning and the end. The absolution and the grace. Hand over the civilization.
So, the civilization capsule is your goal after all. Lost your patience, have you?
Death is the fruit of transgression. To resist it is to defy the will of the divinity.
You and your divinity cannot end me! And these dark tide shams. Today, you face your reckoning.
I am the enlightened one, anointed by the divinity and crowned by fate itself.
Ah, so you're the core of these abominations. Took long enough to hunt you down. Still pretending that mask isn't cracked.
Mocked by fate, whispering poison, a demon reviled by all. You wield the Dark Tide's power, yet you dare judge me?
It's too bad I'm not the one judging. If the Dark Tide's power isn't enough to convince, how about we try this? The envoys declare the guilt, but Imperator is the only true judge. By the light of Imperator, repent!
It's the light of Genesis.
Looks like the judgment is clear. These hollow existences don't need your mercy. Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
Ovidius, you have received the blessing of my master. Serve your true divinity.
I shall never back down! Rover, now!
Another dimension. Within the civilization capsule. But why does it open up now?
Permissions detected, Arbiter. First instance initiated. All probabilistic futures now revealed. Outcome verified. Blueprint compiled. Advancing to Phase 2. Commencing simulation. Attempting civilization fit. Renacita. Arbiter, this moment was always foreseen. Now, it comes to pass. Arbiter, I grieve to say, I am but a message, set to activate in response to the presence of an initiator. Time, in this place, flows near still. A moment remains for us to speak. When I merged with Leviathan, it seized a fragment of my mind, and with it, a trace of my power to separate. I knew not the fullness of its design. As a safeguard, I split elements of my core data into this space, the civilization capsule. It records the origin and birth of the Renacetan civilization, preserving their most ancient memories. Once, we drafted the first blueprint for these seaborn kin. Now, I have entombed it here. Arbiter, heed me now. Let me unveil Renacita. Zeta's beginnings. In the beginning, life rose and fell with the tide. The displaced and wandering did follow my guidance. They journeyed unto the archipelago. There, I did leave knowledge and technology, that they might walk the path to freedom.
Your light blesses us.
We follow your will.
To build our republic.
Unity became the bedrock of civilization. But Leviathan seized upon mankind's longing for unity to manifest civilization's shadow. It spoke in my name, wrought false miracles, forged hollow grace, feeding on stagnant, obedient minds.
We are blessed by the sea. By you, we are unified. By you, we are born. From the sea we came, and to the sea we shall return.
From the founding of civilization, it had invaded their spirit and beliefs. I rose against it, only to unleash the dark tide. It scarred Renacita beyond measure. I began to question all I had done. The Threnodian did steer Renacita's fate. And I too once guided Renacita's course. In truth, we were no different. We both sought to mold civilization after our own will. Those who truly walked the land were never granted the right to choose. Civilizations abound with Threnodians. No eternal solution doth exist. Have I the right to choose their fate? The shaping of a civilization must belong to its people. Only the people can decide where their future must lead. What followed, thou already knowest. I allowed the Threnodian to exist. I chose coexistence, using myself to shackle it. I partook of its blight, that I might comprehend it. Once I did seek thy counsel. Thou granted me the freedom to choose.
I just have one question. Why did the civilization capsule need the Thrunodian's power to open?
When Leviathan and I were one, I split a sliver of its frequency. A memory. That memory I sealed here. The capsule was ever meant for thy hands. My design was that it should open only in the presence of thou and the Resonator, bearing both my power and that of Leviathan.
What if that Resonator became the Thrunodian's puppet?
If that came to pass, then Rinasita hath already fallen, and the truth within this capsule would cease to matter. But if she standeth with humanity, then this truth is hers to know, and thine. Leviathan was born from the dark side of mankind's longing for unity. Their fear of the sea shaped its likeness as a great sea creature. Even at civilization's dawn, it had already tainted mankind's hearts. A primeval shadow lurking within the soul. The opening of the capsule shall stir the Rinascitan's oldest memories. Leviathan shall seek, through the blueprint we created, to lay claim to Rinascita's fate anew. If the Rinascitans wouldst walk a path free of divinity, they must face their past and the most primeval fear. They must overcome the shadow born of civilization. Arbiter, the hour of farewell hath come. Go now, gather every last hope. If all unfoldeth as it should, Rinascita shall be free of divinity henceforth. When the shadows of the soul are at last dispelled, Rinascita shall welcome a true dawn, and humanity shall have a future beyond any I could foresee.
The true faithful believed in Imperator. So too did Imperator believe in humanity.
You killed the Blessed Maiden before my eyes. Raguna's disasters are tied to your actions. Now, tell me what I need to know.
If I told you I acted to save Cartethia, would you believe me? This place is protected by Imperator. For now, Leviathan can't hear us. This is for you.
Righteous One, trust her, and trust me. Everything we've done is to defeat Leviathan.
That is her frequency.
I need you to accept this. Cartethia is dead, but she may still return. For that to happen, we need to kill Leviathan.
Kill Leviathan? Didn't she absorb it when they merged?
Now, Leviathan is on the verge of rebirth. It stole some of the Sentinel's power. During your battle with the Blessed Maiden, it split off a trace of its frequency and hid it in a gem. I'm sure you've seen it. That gem ended up in the Fraxidus' hands. Their whole play in Rinasita. Use it to bring back Leviathan.
So the Fraxidus has been incubating the Thenodian. How long has this been going on?
Perhaps longer than we can imagine. Even your clash with Kartetia may have been scripted. A setup to give Leviathan a shot at slipping the Sentinel.
You know about that? Just who are you, Discord Slayer? I can't imagine Kartetia keeping something that important from me.
Think of me as what I am. An Avenger hunting Leviathan. As for the rest... The next Harbinger of the Dark Tide has surfaced. Until we can find him or her, we keep this quiet to avoid the worst-case scenario. Our first priority is to find them. If we don't, the Dark Tide can overwhelm Raguna again at any moment.
You're saying this Harbinger is behind all the Dark Tide creations we're seeing?
Not all. The Harbinger resonates with Rinasita's darkest emotions. Those emotions act as anchors, pulling horror into form and speeding the tide spawn. If the emotion is strong enough and the Harbinger is near, those things evolve. They feed off the Harbinger's thoughts and memories to become more real. Some even start to look human. You've noticed it. The tide spawn in Raguna are starting to mimic us. Which means... Exactly. I've always hunted the Dark Tide's creations. Each one shares slivers of thought and memory. I kill them, and I take what they know. They've been watching you. They want the civilization capsule. So, I followed you. Tracked your movements. Figured if I stayed close, sooner or later I'd find the tide spawn's core. Maybe even the Harbinger. The capsule only unlocks with both the Sentinel and Trinodian's power. And it opened the moment you and that gladiator touched it. So...
You think it's Avidius. But you carry the Dark Tide's power too.
Caution is a virtue in a hunter. You're right. The Dark Tide is in me. But Leviathan stopped counting me among the living a long time ago. And this power, it's mine. Who I turn it against is my choice. You're welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not stopping this hunt anytime soon. When calamity strikes, I trust you'll know exactly where to point your blade. Good. Then hunt with me. Until we give Leviathan a death worth talking about. Loud, messy, unforgettable. The Sentinel's frequency is gone. I guess the time for talking is over. Leviathan's power is spreading and this space is about to collapse. We need to find a way out.
Rover! Good. Looks like you haven't run into too much trouble.
It's you. Forgive me that you have to see me like this. When the civilization capsule opened, I was dragged inside. A black frequency took hold of me, swallowed me whole. I saw Rinasita's beginnings and the memories of so many of its people. I saw him too. Caligula. His face was like mine. He was my past and the future I am meant to inherit.
Leviathan used the Dark Tide's frequency to force those memories into him.
Yes, I once said that I would write my own story, define my own existence. But after I left that space, I suddenly felt the Tidespawn's movements. They were converging on Thessalia Fells. I still wanted to do something, anything to stop the devastation. Once again, I stepped blindly into the churning river of chaos. The Thessalia's oldest memories awoke ahead of time because of me. Countless Tidespawn emerged in my wake. I tried to drive them back, but I overestimated myself and was corrupted by them. My hopes and dreams, all of it was real, so why? Why did it all come to this? From Septimont to Raguna, the blame lies with me. Perhaps this is the fate I could never outrun. Caligula's fate. It's calling to me.
Damn it. His mind is being consumed by Caligula's memories.
This is the role fate wrote for me. Fate decrees I become the Mad King. So why? Why should I reject its crown? I am the one who glimpsed fate itself. And now, I will reveal it to the world. But who can truly know the might of fate?
That is why I will become it. I will wear its face. That foolish divine mask no mortal can comprehend. I am the king, bearer of extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides. I shall quiet the waters and still the tempest. I shall be crowned in glory with the blood of the old king.
Leave it to me. Phidias.
Unwritten one, I have no need for your pity. From the deepest dark, I rise against your purest light. Let us see which is worthy of a true ruler.
If you believe he was once an honorable gladiator, then fight him. Make him remember who he truly is.
I can write my own fate and rewrite theirs. I can quench their hunger or ignite their fury. I will tear down this wretched, false world and ride the only truth that endures for eternity. Death.
Keep it together. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds! Wind rises! Hopefully this helps. Last chance.
You can't escape me. Rise from hellfire! Again.
Pain sharpens your mind.
I've come to send you to your grave.
A fresh face.
Behave now. Fight fire with fire.
I once scorned the weakness of others. Now I see. My own heart trembles just the same. How pitiful.
His attacks are slowing.
His will is stirring within the dark tide. Don't let up. Your memories, your emotions, they weren't all lies. Reach for them. Find what was your truth.
Wind calls, waves follow. I am the Tempest! Annihilate! Last chance. Increase the flashes. Hopefully this helps. One more time. The wicked.
Gotcha. Very well.
Your fury begins to
Phidias, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
I am human. Not one of these monsters. This will be my final glory.
Phidias, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
Fate lies within the dark tide. No one escapes the melting pasts. Wield the dark tide's power, and it will consume you in time. Come back. Come back.
I am nothing like you.
How do you plan to resist us?
There must be a way. Girl. Was she devoured by the tide too? Wait! If you keep going, the dark tide will swallow you completely!
I know. The dark tide devours everything. Assimilates everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it. It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them? These false frequencies need me to survive. If this power doesn't want to listen to me, then I'll show it who's the real boss. Fate. It may be loud, but I don't think it's that strong. I don't believe in it.
A memory left behind in the dark tide. She's right. In this war against fate, I still have a move to make. I want it to be a story that gives people hope. By my spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil. I will absorb all of the tide spawn. Kill me and the calamity ends here.
Ovidius!
There's no time! Discord Slayer, I saw your past in the tide. I know what you seek to do. Take my power and finish it. That too is my wish.
I promise I will. Give me all your bitterness. We will make them pay.
Pathetic as he was, in his final moments, he outran his fate. Now, why greet our reunion with animosity? Before the tides of fate, we are all but players on a stage. A truly moving scene. A pitiful, doomed soul struggling to reclaim his fate in the final hour. Alas, his script was written long ago. In this scene, he was always fated to exit.
A lie told often enough becomes the truth. Weave memory, history, experience, and you can craft a man who exists in the minds of others. But to become truly real, that path was still far off. I merely gave him form, a mask of flesh and blood, fit to walk the world. In the end, the breath that could give him life was his alone. Oh, a being born of lies, grasping for meaning in a world that offers none. Such a pursuit demands the courage to question the meaning of one's existence, yes. It demands pain. Did you not see? I did. His intentions, his ambitions, his darkness, his weakness. To lay a soul bare is not always an act of cruelty. Humanity is fate's plaything. I simply showed them the strings. I lit the fire, the hunger that might ignite their free will. Through contradictions and conflicts, pain brings metamorphosis. Tragedy breeds transcendence. Only then may a soul rise beyond itself and touch the gates of immortality. Should you still insist on my cruelty? Well, high praise indeed. At the very least, it proves this story has stirred your pity and fervor. That alone earns you the right to read through to the final act. Go then, to Septimont. The curtain is drawing. There I shall rewrite Rinasita's fate, with the dark tide as my ink. Will you suffer in silence beneath fate's poisoned arrows? Or rise to defy this world's endless trials? I, too, await your final answer.
You brought ruin to Rinasita. You think you're just walking away?
My stage lies elsewhere. In this scene, I am but a herald. But since you're so eager, I'll leave you with one final clue. I've never had much fondness for overwrought dramatic irony. The dark tide has already tainted the civilization capsule. It no longer requires the Threnodians' authority to be opened. Just a single drop of the tide's nectar will suffice. So tell me, how could an existence born of the dark tide ever serve as its anchor of reality? Be forewarned, when dark waters recede, the truth beneath the surface shall come to light.
I'm so scared. Oh, it's you, the great hero Rover. Cantarella told me stories about you. She said you're just like the heroes in the adventure tales. Brave and determined. But you can't save everyone.
Don't go. Don't leave. Don't abandon us.
Cartathea?
Mortals need salvation. Mortals need unity. Righteous One, open the Ascendant gates for me.
This world doesn't belong to you, Leviathan. Chimera! How are you feeling, Rover?
More tide spawn at the southwest base point!
Ugh, trying to wear us down one flank at a time, huh? They're closing in on the obelisks on our side.
Wait. Something's off. They're striking at weak spots in the formation. Since when did they fight with strategy?
Leviathan. It's directing them. It saw we were spread too thin, and scattered their assault on purpose.
The north flank! Hold the obelisks at all costs!
If I release this attack, the whole obelisk array may fall. It's testing me, seeing if I'll trade lives for victory.
So, this is where we're needed, right? Time to help reclaim those obelisks. The north flank's ours. Let's give them a grand show!
The Montellis greet you. We will secure this cell.
The poison Leviathan leaves behind, allow the Thessalians to cleanse it.
Phew! Made it this time! I've got this side covered. By the name of Imperator,
will protect the obelisks here!
Let's deal with the mess first. Plenty of time to catch up after.
One obelisk remains on the northeast.
I'll take that one.
You have my thanks, heroes from afar. May your names be etched in eternity. This battle is not over yet. Let's end this together!
What is that in the center? An opening. Something inside is sending them frequencies to recover. The tide spawn is still hiding in there, ready to strike again. Damn it! There's no end to this.
We won't last much longer at this rate.
The entrance is open. Now's the time.
What are you doing?
What I always planned to do. Hunt the Trenodian. The moment I jump into the dark tide, the tide spawn will retreat to defend. That's when you seal the anti-corrosion ward. Trap them in one stroke.
Jump into the dark tide! Are you out of your minds?
More precisely, into the journeying paradise. This suffocating despair you see. It's a gateway, and Leviathan's sanctuary.
You're saying Leviathan built the paradise inside the dark tide?
That grand city you glimpsed within it, it wasn't a hallucination. It was real. Paradise's first form. Everything it plotted fell apart. With no other choice, it began spreading the gospel of its paradise by force. And that gives us a chance to kill it. Right now, it's trying to break the Earthrend Wedge's seal and drown all of Rinasita in the dark tide. But that's not its true goal. It feeds on our terror, on despairing frequencies. That's what fuels its rebirth and its paradise. We must strike at the root. Kill Leviathan. Tear down the paradise it's built. If not, it will descend upon Rinasita, just as it did here, at the Three Heroes' Crest.
The paradise won't fall unless we can reach it. How exactly do we do that?
The living can only enter the journeying paradise once they've been corrupted by the dark tide. Even then, one of you must go in first to open the way for the rest. Inside, there's a spatial anomaly. Whoever goes first must use the Sentinel's power to break through it, then find a waystone to create a connection for the others to follow. Augusta, you buried the waystone yourself, but it's been corrupted. Only the Sentinel's power can purify it. Take it. Leviathan's eye is still on this place, so I'll say no more. I trust you'll understand what's left unsaid. Once I'm inside, I'll draw its attention. That'll buy you enough time to prepare. Good. All locked and loaded. Now, if you'll excuse me, someone's got to teach the Dark Tide some manners.
Huh? No! Hold on now!
And you, Rover. If your resolve is true, be ready. When the time comes, I'll guide you to paradise. See you all in hell.
Retreating to the center. They're all inside the ward's perimeter. Augusta!
Now activate the anchor obelisks!
Did it? But what good is that? She just rattles on, doesn't even check if anyone's really listening, and then dives headfirst into the dark tide.
The journeying paradise lies within the dark tide. I do not think she was lying. That grand city she spoke of, I saw it myself. Rover, we've set up camp near the Three Heroes Crest to keep watch. Let's head back and rest for now. There must be a way forward. Once we're back, we'll gather all of Raguna's heroes and plan our next move together.
Loud and clear, Rover? So, all available bloom bearers have arrived in Renacida. We're standing guard at Averado Vault, and Booling is already en route to reinforce Septimont. When the Threnodian blindsided us in Jinzhou, we ate some dust. But this time, the Black Shores will show the world who we really are. We've already synced intel with Raguna, and time's short, so I'll make this a quickie. We've drawn some key conclusions about the Threnodian in Renacida. The Threnodian is a shadow of civilization, formless and immortal. According to Imperator's judgment, it can't be erased entirely, only shackled. But the one you're about to face is different. The Fraxidus used the Threnodian's gem to resurrect him, and that created a crack in the shell. Tethys believes that with Imperator's power, you might be able to split the gem from the Threnodian and stop Leviathan from fully reviving. If you can extract the gem, Tethys can tap into a Sonoro's infinite expansion to lock that thing down for good. One more thing. Back in Jinzhou, Abby proved capable of absorbing Threnodian's frequencies. This means, in theory, it could act as a temporary host for the gem. But know this, the Threnodian Leviathan is rooted deeply in the minds and souls of Renacita's people. Only they can truly face it. At Raguna's request, we've teleported some of our strongest resonators to reinforce the front lines of Three Heroes Crest. So, leave the civilians to us. We'll keep them safe. As for combat power, I called in some insurance. Never hurts to play it safe. Don't worry,
Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers!
So you don't have to
unleash the fans.
In any case, you just focus on driving your blade straight into Leviathan's heart. We'll be Renacita's last line of defense, and we'll be right here waiting for your safe return.
If not for the Black Shore's aid, we would not have arrived so swiftly, or with such peace of mind. This disaster has swept across all of Renacita. We Raganese won't cower behind Septimon's walls, nor will we sit idle while the dark tide ravages your lands. Septimont has long stood as the vanguard against the tide spawn. This is your battleground. We'll follow your lead, Your Excellency. Just say the word.
Thank you for your trust. Though Septimont and Raguna have drifted apart over the years, in the face of such calamity, we stand together as one for Renacita. There is no need for formality between us. Leviathan is the source of this chaos. If the Black Shore's plan can truly seal it away, then perhaps the storm it unleashed may yet be stilled.
That Discord Slayer spoke of a connection between the Wastestones. She must have meant the Anchorstone's ability to resonate and link with another. If there's another Anchorstone inside the Dark Tide, that connection could open up a path for us.
When the Dark Tide swallowed me, I did leave an Anchorstone behind, but how did you know that?
Not important right now. The real issue is that the anchor has been heavily corroded. To reactivate it, we'll need to purify it using the Sentinel's power.
Even if we take another Anchorstone with us, its power alone won't be enough to pierce the spatial anomaly inside the Dark Tide and open up a path.
You'll need this.
The first relic, infused with Imperator's pure original power. That light once drove back the darkness across Renacita.
Most of its strength was spent purging the dark tide beneath Raguna. What's left can only shield one person.
And someone will need to carry it in first, to reach the Anchorstone and reactivate it. I'll do it. As a captain, navigating through uncharted waters is second nature.
I'll go.
I know how to resist the Dark Tide's corruption.
The Phasalia family potion grants resistance, and I've endured its whispers for long enough. I know its tactics. Let me face this.
We don't even know where this anchor stone is. Finding it may take time, and your potion might wear off before you reach it. But I still carry the Sentinel's power. I can hold out longer than anyone. I have to be the one.
This relic holds all that Primus once felt. His fury, sorrow, obsession, and resolve. I see that same resolve in you. Take it.
Lady Cantarella, how many of your family's potions remain?
You're asking if I can brew enough to carry all of us into the journeying paradise. If we're ready to face Leviathan.
So, once that anchor stone is activated, the path should be clear, right? Great! Then would you do us the honor, brilliant Lady of Potions, and get us there?
Rover, this is Rinasita's fight. It is neither your duty to shoulder it alone, nor our desire to see you do so. We will not have you face the Thronodian alone. If facing Leviathan means being corrupted by the Dark Tide, then so be it.
The priestesses foresaw this. The Dark Tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. If that is our fate, we must meet it head-on.
I'll go first. I'll enter the Dark Tide, activate the Anchor Stone's connections, and hold the path open for the rest of you.
Meanwhile, we'll hold the line at the Three Heroes Crest. The Tidespawn aren't the only threat. The Fraxtus might still have their hand to play.
Once the anchors are active, we'll take the potions and follow.
Renacita will not falter just because a few of its leaders are gone. Its people will rise. We'll meet again in the paradise and end this together. Leviathan will fall.
Rover, we all understand the burden you carry. We are grateful. We'll continue to monitor the Dark Tide. When the moment comes, we'll move. Until then, prepare and rest.
You're here, harbinger of the Dark Tide.
Who are you? How do you know about this?
Choyan. The capital sent me to retrieve a fugitive and gather intel on the Threnodian's resonator. I came searching for Raguna's blessed maiden. Instead, I found the Primus. He was tied to the Threnodian, knew the truths of it all. But the Dark Tide silenced him. In his final moments, He passed this lantern to me. Said it was meant for you.
So... he's...
His ambitions and his crimes were buried in blood. But he paid the price. Gave his life to drive back the dark tide beneath Raguna's seas. That's how the relic reached your hands. Think no more on it. Think only of what's ahead. Death is a cheap way to pay for transgressions. He knew it wouldn't be enough. Listen. Every harbinger of the dark tide, Fenrico, Mia, the rest, they all met the same end. Death.
I accepted this long ago.
You've already been touched by the dark tide. Even the Sentinel's power cannot reverse it.
That's why we're not arguing over who goes in first. Anyone else would just suffer longer.
You've been resisting the Threnodians' corruption this whole time. Suppressing your resonance ability so Tidespawn wouldn't surface. Everything you said was just to hide the truth. Deliberately. You're prepared to walk into death alone.
You traveled so far just to honor a dying stranger's final wish. I'll ask for just one more. For me. Please.
The dark tide rejects outsiders of Renacita. But you're different. I'll do what I can. I'll hold the line here. You do what must be done. When you're truly prepared to die, death doesn't come so easily.
I never act with sacrifice as a given. Not even my own.
One last thing. The magistrate of Jinzhou asked me to send her regards. The people you helped, they're still waiting for your return. Farewell.
There's actually a whole other world inside the dark tide. It kind of feels holy somehow. Huh? Feels a bit like chaos, but colder and creepier. Like something's whispering to me. Anyway, let's focus. Like Yuno said, if we do what we did back in the Chaos, we can anchor to Galbrenna and find her, right?
The flames! She's Galbrenna! The flame demon!
Time is running out.
Disguise as Galbrenna. Use their fear
to drive them out. But alas, this time, the true Galbrenner had come. So long as hatred burns, such frequencies shall nurture her rebirth. Run, as you always do.
Chimera, give me your devouring power. If I can consume her, I can end her rebirth.
You dare bargain with me?
This is a threat. Without me, you die too.
You would not dare.
Hunt with me or die with me. Your choice.
You know the cost.
Then before that, I'll tame you. But for now, that undying demon will fall beneath my blade! This name is now mine.
To wield this cursed fire with sanity, you will suffer considerable pain. Is it worth it?
Let's go. The hunt continues.
You came.
Hope I'm not too late.
Not too late, not too early. Right on time. One side each. One last thing.
You didn't have to go so far, Discord Slayer. Take what's left of me. This flicker of a soul won't last much longer anyway.
Just hang in there. I'll find a way to save your frequency.
You don't have to carry it all yourself. Sometimes it's okay to lean on someone else.
Thank you.
Human frequencies dull the pain of absorption. Why not let them serve a purpose? Burn them before they turn.
I did it because I wanted to. Not everything needs a reason.
I gave you power, not so you would squander it on sentiment. Unleash your true nature. Terror, slaughter. That is what you are made for.
Your time's up. Crawl back to where you belong.
Looks like you've got him on a leash.
Taming him isn't the hard part. Becoming stronger than him is. Oh, and keeping him hungry enough to feed on my terms.
Do not mistake this for triumph, Galbrena. This battle will not end until one of us is dead.
Really? I think Abby is a lot cuter. That power you used, was it the Sentinel's power of separation? And that incredible little one. No wonder Kartetia had the nerve to propose such a mad plan. Even here, the Paradise's frequency isn't stable, which means Leviathan hasn't completely seized control. So, looks like part one of the plan worked.
You bear the Dark Tide's power, but you are no Harbinger.
Good. We can avoid a lengthy explanation. If you're looking for the Harbinger too, you must have seen it. The apocalypse Leviathan will bring forth. It was meant to remain restrained by the Sentinel, but I feel it stirring again. I followed its frequency and found you.
Most of Leviathan's power resides in me, but a fragment escaped. I've been tracking the one who carries that power.
That gem was cast into the Dark Tide. If this is where things are at, that leads to only one conclusion. It's returned to its primal state in the Dark Tide, like water returning to the sea. We must trap its frequency before we can destroy it.
Or we can use me. Leviathan's instinct will draw it to reclaim what was once part of itself. The godhood inside me.
But that godhood has fused with your humanity. Their frequencies are nearly identical now.
That's exactly how we trap it. When Leviathan awakens, it won't distinguish. It will devour all frequencies blindly. If I offer my humanity, I'll become an anchor, give form to formlessness, and trap its frequency in one place. And if it's
And I suppose you know the cost.
I do. But I have faith in those who strive to protect this land. In him. And in you. The Dark Tide can't read either one of our minds. Only we can do this. Discord Slayer, let me be your first bullet. Fire me into Leviathan's heart.
To convince Leviathan of your necessary death.
Then I shall leave the rest to you. Thank you for choosing to be misunderstood, hated, and for putting your life at risk. Thank you for your resolve, Discord Slayer.
With the Sentinel's Sword of Divinity, we split her godhood from her humanity, leaving the divine within her. Then, I fired the Dark Tide bullet to consume her frequency and send her humanity into the Dark Tide. Leviathan can't truly distinguish the signals it receives. It's It's blinded by what people believe. By tricking the one closest to the Blessed Maiden into accepting her death, we lowered its guard. Now that Kartetia has trapped its frequency, all that's left is to gather strength, reach the paradise, and finish Leviathan. Even I'm not arrogant enough to think I can take the Threnodian by myself. No apocalypse is ever stopped by a lone hero. It's always a difficult struggle, fought by countless lives. In this hunt, my part is to clear the way while the others prepare, set the aim, and fire the first shot. Maybe I'm gambling. People freeze up facing the end. Fear takes hold. Even those brave enough don't always get that blessing of fate. But if there's even the slightest chance to stop a disaster, I'll take it. Even if I stand alone. All I need to know is that when I drained the last drop from my glass, I had the guts to pull the trigger. Worst case, I stay trapped in the dark tide, holding Leviathan back a little longer. That's a price I'll pay. But I think I bet on the right people.
Some of us might use the word trust.
I can sense Augusta's anchorstone. It lies beyond this well in the deeper realm of the dark tide. But the deeper we go, the stronger Leviathan's mental interference will be. Here, wear this. This cassette tape is a rare find from Lohai Roy. It preserves your most innate frequency. Perfect for what's ahead. I don't know how it works, but it's a good time for music, wouldn't you say?
Does the song have a name?
They're usually named after the one who recorded them.
So, your real name is?
I'll tell you when this is all over. Call it a promise. A promise that we both make it back in one piece. If you're ready, let's go. You know how to use the Sentinel's original power, don't you? Then change the world if something gets in your way.
Wretched souls, abandon all yearnings. for the light of paradise. I come not to save, but to ferry thee to the far shore, into the underworld of hell. As for you, the living have no place upon this river. Turn back. Seek another crossing. Leave this place, and be not consorts of the dead.
Beholder finds no anomaly. Long staff, eyes like burning coals. If Leviathan based this underworld on the old tales of Septimont, then this must be Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Its made-up characters only mechanically follow their scripted roles. Hand me that lantern-shaped terminal. I'll handle this.
Whence comes your pride? That you would defy my word?
We come by the highest will's command. By divine pardon, we shall cross to honor the dead and to return hope to the living.
A vessel for the dead bears not the weight of the living. If you would cross, cast off the riches and honors of your former days.
The old stories say Charon favors gold and jewels. If the living seek passage, they must offer a fortune deemed worthy.
The accursed shore awaits all who fear not divinity. If your heart harbors unfinished desires, and you fear not death, then come, step aboard. We have arrived.
Yes, we saw it. The anchor stone has been activated. Sooner than expected.
My family's potions are ready. But please, a word. It's been crafted from the Threnodian's venom. Outside the corruption's reach, it induces hallucinations. Immediately entering the dark tide, I advise you all not to drink it.
Ground defenses are holding. And no major fluctuations in the dark tide for now. Everyone. Wait.
Best the mighty gladiators of Septimont can offer. Grand finale deserves grandeur. How can such a dull act satisfy the audience? Oh, yes! Now this is a scene.
Blades do not discriminate. Leave. This one's mine.
Oh, has Huanglong fallen so low, they now send a blind man to die? Oh, in an epic such as use an early exit.
My orders were to bring you back, dead or alive. I never planned on bringing you back alive. Your head belongs to me.
You're too late, defender of Guanlong! Beneath the dark tide, it stirs once more! All hope will be swept away!
You talk too much. Afloat, stand. Answer my call. Behold this blade. Your life is mine to take. Step forth.
All this time, your eyes fixed on the tide. Never once did you see the threat in the sky. Annihilation. Right on time!
Welcome, Rover. A pleasure to see you again. No need to rush toward the abyss in such haste. Please, take your time to enjoy this interlude before the story meets its climax. Avidius's story stirred sorrow and anger in your heart, I presume. By now, you must have realized that Renacita's fate was forged by the Sentinel. With that truth exposed, have you ever suspected that humanity's fate could also be the design of a higher being? A girl born into a land ravaged by war. Tell me, why was she fated to stand against the divine and endure a second suffering? And that one born of Sonoro itself, designed to serve as the core of a hollow system? Who scripts such destinies? Who appoints such suffering? If fate cannot grant equal grace to all, if it cannot offer each soul a just and rightful end, then perhaps it is we who must tear the old script and become the authors of a new one.
No matter how noble your reason may sound, the crimes you've committed in Renacita are far too great to ever be forgiven.
Oh, I care little for my own fate. I am but a small footnote in this grand repertoire. One day, my role too will end. And if that finale serves to bring the curtain down with perfection and grandeur, I'll gladly add it to the script. However, my moment on stage is yet to come. The spotlight now belongs to the people of Renacita.
You wrote Avidius and all of Renacita into a tragedy, just to prove a point. You speak of divinities with disdain, but the moment you took up that quill, you became no different. I don't trust you, or the quill in your hands.
Certainly. I do believe there is someone more worthy than I to wield it. We've invited you before, many times. Should you choose to accept, you would be the one to hold that quill. Unbound by Renacita's fate, and still you descend into the abyss alone, to aid in their defiance of fate. Aren't you merely playing the role of savior? I know you bear a power not of this world. It grants you a courage that borders on folly. But even so, Overthrax's power lies dormant within Abby. A Threnodian's essence is one and the same. Should two such frequencies ever collide, Leviathan could use the dark tide to possess Abby, merge with Overthrax, and eventually complete its rebirth.
I'm alright, Rover.
You've never questioned what Abby is, have you? Never paused to wonder why it grows dizzy each time it absorbs the dark tide. You do already know what the dark tide really is. Perhaps once Abby merges with Leviathan, it will recall what it once was and find its true self. If that's the risk you're prepared to take, I suppose I can revise my script accordingly. Leviathan has long sought its harbinger, but you weren't its first choice. That role was meant for Augusta, Septimon's current ephor. The paradise should have descended as I had written. Yet, the priestess's arrow, fired at the cost of her very existence, sent the story veering off script. Still, any script worth its ink must be able to adapt. Just a few careful strokes, and we found the perfect protagonist to bear the mantle of despair. We knew your plan from the beginning. Now your companions are lost to the dark tide, adrift with no anchor in sight, fated to sink endlessly into the depths. As for Cartathea, the divinity that granted her a second life is dead. Do you truly believe her humanity alone can stand against Leviathan? Yes, hope amid hardship makes a finer tale than one of aimless doubt. The audience always favors stories steeped in distress, struggle, and ruin. Alas, this interlude must end here. Leviathan stirs from its slumber, and with its wrath comes its gospel. Now then, show me. Show me that humanity can rise against the divine. Prove your will is your own. Prove you are worthy to pen your own fate. But if humanity cannot cross the threshold of the divine, then we shall be the ones to write its fate instead. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets their hour upon the stage. And then, in the blink of a moment, is heard no more.
I believe in them, just as they believe in me.
Of course, you've always been the protagonist of our play. But what if the one we speak of, the one meant to end Leviathan, is not you?
What? So your true target is...
The special scene between her and our grand architect must not be disturbed. But now take a brief rest. The stage is nearly set for your finale.
This blood. It should be enough. My flames could never reach you before. But now, it's time you paid for your actions. The hunt begins.
Yeah.
Fight your way home. Leviathan's presence is growing stronger. Flamewing won't last much longer in the air. The Beholder's mark is set. With Shadow Fiend's power, I can throw the flame out. Time to end it in one shot. I'll use the feather blade to weave through them while shooting. Shadow Sleeping's Chimera! Tear the space apart! Those ice slaves stay dead forever.
Sweet, sweet slaughter. I shall feast to my heart's content.
Stay sharp. All set to die? Your divinity is next.
Slow down. I must savor the exquisite taste of their agony.
Through here. I'll kick the gates of hell open myself. Almost there. Rover!
You are too late. The purest dark tide has swallowed him, and the stairway to the paradise lies in ruins. Run all you like. Your chance to save him is already lost. Such is the nature of fate.
If I believed in fate, I wouldn't have made it this far.
You think that little flame can burn this dark tide? You drown in delusion.
I know it's not enough. What if I add some of this?
You intend to unleash the tacit discords within you. Those savage frequencies alone will destroy you before the dark tide even gets a chance.
I tamed them once. I can do it again. It's just a matter of what I'm willing to lose. If saving him means we still have a shot at taking down Leviathan, I'll risk it all. My will. My everything.
Lunatic!
Let's see whose fire burns hotter. Don't tell me you're getting cold feet now.
Everything you have fought to keep will burn to ash.
Then let it burn! Time to make a choice again. Hunt with me, or die with me. If you still want to see Leviathan destroyed with your own eyes, this is your final chance. Either way, I've already made my choice.
I called on you time and again to unleash your true power. And now, of all things, this is what gets through to you. You would risk everything for a sliver of hope.
I would, no matter the cost.
Just as I foresaw, she arrives to save you from the abyss. A fleeting spark, kindled by all she once had, burning for a hopeless stand against the furious tide. What awaits you is your end. Now, roving outlander, don that exquisite mantle once more. And step onto the deserted stage you are destined to face.
How much time has passed? No path to take. No way to go. Wait. What's that ahead?
Death is a divine gift bestowed upon humanity. Those you cherish now, a lucky few had their names carved into this ancient stone. But far more, those who once stood by your side you've already let slip away, like raindrops into the sea, lost to the depths. One day, even this Steely will follow, swallowed by the tide of your fading memory, just like the rest.
I will not forget them.
You've changed from who you once were. Still stubborn, as always. But now, you fear losing what you have. And that has made you weak. Go on then. Your destination lies just ahead. When the bustling stage quiets, all who played a part in your fate will take their leave. Only you remain for the final bow. From beginning to end, you've always walked alone. That is the truth you cannot escape. Abby's condition was written into our script long ago. Even if you strike Leviathan down, Abby can no longer serve as the vessel to seal Leviathan's essence. Only one variable slipped past our design. Her. The Revenant returned from the Dark Tide. She could have bridged your failing forces and brought Leviathan to its end. But the moment she gave up, your downfall was written. Hope scattered like ash. Oh, harbinger of the Dark Tide, you can save no one. What follows in your wake is ruin, and ruin alone. No, not fond of how the story ends, are we? Well, fortunately, you are not like the rest. Your fate rises above the masses. You still hold the power to choose. You always wanted to be the savior. Now that chance lies before you. The one you've known was coming all along.
Shut up, you noisy pest. You don't buy his nonsense, do you? In the flesh. Took a few tricks, but I made it in. This is your mindscape. Leviathan drew it from the deepest layers of your mind, using the purest frequency of the Dark Tide. Everyone has a mindscape. Some say when countless seas of consciousness flow together, they make the essence of Solaris. I've seen many places, but nothing quite like this. It must mean a lot to you.
But I saw Carlotta, Brant, everyone. And you. You were all just like in that illusion I had before.
Leviathan preyed on your deepest fear of losing the ones you care about, and turned it into these gravestones. The ones who seem the strongest often fear loss the most. That's how Leviathan slips in, by exposing our pain to the light. If you let it take hold, you'll never break free. In the end, your mind and body will be devoured, dismantled, reshaped, and assimilated. It's no better than death. So, you could say this place hangs between life and death. Your friends are here too, each of them fighting their own demons. But... can you feel this?
Yes. It's warm and real.
There. Look up. When I hunt, I often travel through the night. The darkness is thick, but faint stars hang above to guide me. But those stars don't shine for me. Long before I even looked up, they'd already been watching over the sky. Leviathan has underestimated human resolve. To me, these gravestones, they're signposts left by the living for those still fighting. Like stars destined to burn out, they refuse to stop shining until the very end. There's always someone in the dark, giving their life to light the way and pass hope to those who follow. That's why you and we don't stop moving forward. Sometimes, all it takes is the first step. That's enough to light the way for others. And maybe one day, they'll be the ones lighting the way for you. I don't know your past, but I do know the future you want isn't one of death. Being scared of losing someone just means you're human. But the people you love, the ones who love you back, they'd never let you face the end alone. This isn't where it ends. If you want the path to open, remember all the people you helped anchor to a future. Now, it's time to anchor yourself. But before that, take a look behind you. You've come a long way, changed a lot of lives. That's your past, but it's also your strength. So use it. Hope is still out there, waiting for you. Take this spark with you. Take the step through darkness into the light. We will be right behind you.
New allies born from the perils of the high seas. What
Good
better
people
way
have
to
their
begin
wishes
an epic
fulfilled.
story?
Heroes appear in a time of crisis. Justice triumphs over evil, and united friends are under.
The Codex reminds us, it is not the lighthouse that guides us through the storm to safety, but our own eyes fixed on the shore.
The difference, though, is that you are a blade. A weapon that can break the cycle.
Like I said,
Loose seas control.
music itself holds no emotion. It's the heart that grants it meaning.
A person of true character should never be defined by an inanimate blade.
Even if one day you meet defeat, remember this. Those you've helped will never let you face it alone.
I've been thinking. Our final fate might already be written, but how we walk that path is up to us. We as humans are meant to carve our own way forward.
A civilization's glory is forged by generations of brave souls.
It was never meant to be
one person's medal. The waves of resistance shall never cease. Mankind will not be oppressed.
Power to ride our fate has always been ours. Even without guidance, even when divinity falls silent, civilization will find its own way.
You have no role in Renicida's destiny.
You have no reason to carry on this fight. We carry the Dark Tide's memories.
We command both light and shadow! Did you really think you could stand against us alone?
Steel yourself. Defy the prophecy. Rise above fate again. If the road ahead is dark, then let this soul
Be the spark that lights the night.
well set.
You are not alone, because we are here with you. Mortals must seek salvation. Mortals must follow a uniform creed. Now, Righteous One, open the gate to ascension.
You are not her. Reveal yourself, Leviathan.
I am the beginning and the end, the first breath and the final sigh. I have ever been Renicida's sole divinity. By my gospel alone didst thou arise, united and reborn. And now thou dare lift thy hand against me. Fleur-de-Lis, once more the crown is thine. Return to my embrace. Now, faithless heretics, kneel and receive thy judgment. Imperator's power is mine to command.
This is Imperator's power of separation.
How can this be?
This vessel carries the frequencies Leviathan split from its body. Every blow we land here wounds Leviathan itself. To my last breath.
Wind calls, waves follow. Waves rise. Judgment strikes! Annihilation! The wicked.
Careful! Stop right there!
shall be.
Your turn, Augusta!
My blade calls!
I'll show you.
The gates of hell!
Behave!
Wind cold, wind howls, unfettered by bounds! The wicked will face judgment!
Gotcha! Recalibrate. Rise from hellfire! I've come to send you to your grave.
A fresh face.
Again.
My paradise shall come!
You missed.
Wind cold, waves follow. Hopefully this helps. Waves rise. Judgment strikes!
Return!
Well, that's unexpected.
Is this supposed to be a mockery?
Ridiculous imitation! Disgraceful!
The wicked.
You can't escape me.
The Echo's swordblade! And even my blade! Filthy thief!
Behave now. Walk on.
Stand tall! Your captain's got your back.
Not well. I'm watching.
Hear my decree! Fleur-de-lis, youth, dead!
It's written for the chrysalis to restore its frequencies.
I'll handle it.
Thank you, everyone. It worked. I'm back!
Fleur-de-lis, wilt thou cast aside thy godhood once more?
I stand here in the name of humanity. If my humanity alone can't sway you, then we will defeat you together.
Thou dare pit mortal will against the divine. Well, behold, the deepest abyss of despair!
People of Renacita, please hear my call. Unite with all your will and hope.
Feeble resistance, the fate of Renacita is mine to decree!
Even the Threnodian's chrysalis turned into a weapon. So you're ready to take the final stand. Ha! Too bad! That won't bring us down!
The light of hope has pierced the dark tide. Leviathan, your doom is inevitable.
My gospel shall resound across the
corrupt us with your whispers.
Wait. It's the people of Renesita. They're singing for us. Even in the depths of despair, the song of hope echoes. Hear it well, Leviathan. This is your requiem.
No matter the suffering, our courage carries us onward. This is the hymn of humanity.
Insolence! My will suffereth no defiance! This is my kingdom!
Every crime you commit will be answered in full.
Our tomorrow isn't yours to shape. No matter how great your power, do not presume to claim our future.
Divinity, we will tear your delusions and drag you down from your hollow throne.
Come,
in the name
listen to the
of
music.
Imperator, be gone!
My power! My strength!
Your form is shattering, and your fate is sealed. This time, fate will flow to the future we have anchored.
Let the tides take you.
Watch closely, Leviathan. This is the wheel of humanity. Count me in too, Rover.
Hopefully this helps.
Let's knock this lights out.
Time to end this once and for all.
Focus on Leviathan. Prepare for your final reckoning. Raise the tide, Rover.
May you now be bound by the weight of humanity's hopes.
Abraxas! Why hast thou betrayed us?
It's time to absorb the dark tide.
I'll split the gem from its physical form.
Time to finish this.
Our paths were never truly opposed. One day, they shall cross again. Remember this. We were once your wastelands.
Reigns the land. Within it lies the will of every primus of the Order, from Napoli II to my own resolve and determination. Let its light banish this final darkness. Renacita will surely know a lasting dawn.
This calamity ends here. For good.
That Primus got what he wanted. He fulfilled the fate he desired for Renacita. The Threnodians' creatures have been defeated. They never broke through our defenses. With the dark tide now receding, it seems that all is resolved. I only played a small part. It was the courage of these warriors that truly held the line. Now that you have returned safely, I'll continue with my mission.
Scar from the Fraxidus. Did he escape again?
Unfortunately, yes. I see you didn't catch the mastermind either.
That Cristoforo got away. But don't worry, I will hunt him down.
That Fraxidus. The calamity has passed, but our city-states are weakened. We must rebuild, recover. We cannot join this hunt.
Survivors deserve more attention than criminals who deserve to die.
Rest assured, we're not forgetting this transgression.
Thank you, heroes of Renacita.
Is that Cartathia's voice? Hey! Cartathia! You're welcome!
I'm back to myself now. Let's meet in Raguna City, righteous one.
Defeating Leviathan was just the start of Renacita's new era. There's plenty of cleanup work ahead for everyone.
Each day to come holds more hope than the last.
Septimont will have many matters demanding our attention. Raguna will be no different.
Leave Septimont to us. Raguna's problems, well, they're looking a lot more complicated than ours.
Once everything is settled, will you come home to Septimont City?
I will.
We will meet again, heroes.
Phoebe?
Huh?
Is everything all right? You looked like you were somewhere else just now.
Oh, I was just thinking how the Blessed Maiden's voice sounded just like the heavenly voice during the Carnival. So, I was wondering about the Sentinel's messages we heard before. Was it? Do you think their advice? Consume healthy food, such as the Loris salad. Huh?
This calamity is past, but now Raguna must face a harsh truth. Primus Finrico gave his life to stop the Dark Tide. and the Sentinel is gone. For the Ragunesi, what fills their hearts now is likely sorrow and uncertainty. But at the same time,
Lady Carlotta, we've finished tallying all our losses. Here's the full report for your review.
Thank you. Secure all salvageable relief supplies first. The remaining personnel should assist the Thessalians in treating the wounded.
Rosemary has already dispersed the family's medicine in mist form. Thanks to that, treatment has been smoother than expected. The injured will be tended to shortly.
Repairs on the Genesis Nexus are still underway, but some damaged common echoes are already operational again.
Leave the residual dark tide frequencies to me.
All right, crew, come lend a hand.
Pero's got a whole mountain of tools over here. Like this rapid adhesive gun.
If you're having trouble restoring the damaged buildings, Mr. Fulmine and I can help using our fortes.
If Imperator were here, they'd be happy to see this.
Imperator once said, "Let the winds of the past depart. The ships of this new era no longer need their guidance. No longer shall scroll and prophecy bind, but by humanity's will shall a new era be forged." I've now truly returned from the dead.
Blessed Maiden!
Please, just call me Cardathea. Renacita's divinity is no more, and with it, the Blessed Maiden chosen by the Divine. Phoebe, your faith in the Sentinel has never wavered, nor has it been blind. It stems not from obedience, but from a deep belief in their deeds and ideals. Imperator once led the displaced to these isles, yet what allowed the Ragunesi to stand firm upon the sea was not divine favor, but their own efforts. The statue in the city was built in their likeness, but it was the people who gave shape to the faith it stands for. Faith once united us. It was also what drove us to seek liberation. The path of civilization is never fixed. It shifts with what's being demanded at present.
And it's the people of a civilization who decide what they demand.
As it was in the beginning, and ever shall be. Everyone has their tasks to do now, but in the future...
I want you to have this, Phoebe. Imperator entrusted me with this relic. Within it is Renacita's past, and its future.
Renacita's future? But it's empty! Where is the recorded future?
The future is already in your hands.
I see. Thank you, Rover.
From now on, perhaps I no longer need to hide who I really am. So, I'll join in rebuilding Raguna too.
Sign me up.
He's the leader of the ghost towns. Strong, ruthless, not someone to cross lightly. I teamed up with him once while hunting in the new Federation. He tried to recruit me, but I'm used to working alone, so I turned him down. They've got quite the network. I got that LEM terminal through their channels.
He seems intimidating, but I think he's all right. He did join the fight to protect Renacida after all.
If you ever find yourself in the new Federation, you'll probably get to know him better.
But for now, it looks like it's time for goodbyes. At least for now.
The Order will soon elect a new Primus. From now on, Raguna's affairs will no longer be decided by the Order alone. Instead, the Montelli and Phasalia families will help to guide decisions, together with the voice of the people.
We will begin addressing the wrongs the Order has committed. Raguna's future belongs in the hands of its people. It will be led by their shared will.
Our family will also continue expanding Renacita's overseas trade routes. Perhaps one day we'll cross paths again in a distant land.
And should you ever return to Renacita, know this. You will always be our most honored guest and dearest friend.
Not just us, but these little echoes too. We'll hold this bond close. Always.
If you ever visit any fascinating places, promise you'll tell me all about it. I'll turn your adventures into verse and have them sung across Renacita.
Rover, remember not to overdo it. Eat when you're supposed to. And don't forget, life is meant to be enjoyed.
To meet and to part is a part of life. So please accept this blessing I offer in my own name. May your eyes always shine bright with clarity, and may love and light guide you on every step of your journey.
This wide, free world has always been your stage. Wherever you go, I believe you'll always shine as its brightest star.
So, till we meet again.
Till we meet again, Rover.
Well, I'm glad it helped. I'll be on my way then.
Hey, Rover. She's got real skill. Moves like she's already part of our rhythm. This kind of synergy doesn't come knocking twice. What do you say?
Everyone in the Black Shores has made it their mission to stand against the Lament. Our goals are the same, and we've been walking the same path from the start. I know you're not the type who likes being tied down by titles. But just remember this. You're not fighting it alone. So, this flower marks you as one of us. Whether you join us or not, if you ever run into trouble out there, the Black Shores will have your back.
I see. I'll take it then. Oh, one more thing. My last terminal gave out after I used it too much. Think the Black Shores could lend me a new one?
Sure thing. Now, I better head to the greenhouse. Gotta reserve a plot for our new sprout. Yeah.
Thanks. Well then, till next time. Angel. That's my real name.
Angel? Huh. Such a beautiful name.
Hold on a sec. You're not planning to jump into the sea, are you? I could get you a boat!
Don't worry about her. Nothing's stopping that one. Storm and no raging sea.
You do love to make a person wait, don't you? Still breaking me out right under Mingting's nose without setting off a single alarm. Delicious. Tell me, how did you come up with that little idea?
Let's just say it was inspired by the Somme Noir. Imagination, after all, remains humanity's sharpest blade.
As the dark tide spread and I was pulled in deeper, the mark of the dark tide you left in me allowed my frequency to merge with it.
Of course. And through Leviathan's power, I was able to read that frequency and depict you back into reality. Leviathan's power of assimilation blurs the line between imagination and existence, turning fiction into fact. But of course, none of it would have worked until Leviathan slipped the Sentinel's leash and reclaimed the reins of the dark tide.
It cost more time than I'd have liked, but everything unfolded exactly as you scripted. Such precision, such devotion. Bravo.
A trial, nothing less. Civilization's infancy must come to an end. So long as humanity remains cradled in the Sentinel's arms, it will never walk, let alone evolve. That is why I wrote this final act. And those who cannot transcend their limits and overcome their lesser natures will remain imprisoned by their own making. Well, such souls deserve no salvation.
No souls deserve salvation. Why even try? This world was born from chaos and exists in disorder. The only winning move is to be worse, wilder, to out-chaos the chaos. Every noble act of salvation only makes chaos hungrier. You want to destroy to save, but me? I want to save to destroy.
You sound disappointed in how this story ends.
Did I say that? Your stories have always been a treat. Screaming crowds drowning in despair, a world tearing at the seams. Every collapse, every unraveling. Chef's kiss. If they cannot overcome the pain, then let them fall straight into the ending I want. An eternity of chaos and suffering. That's why I chose to work with you, dear playwright. Speaking of which, quill bearer who toys with hearts, your sins weigh as heavy as mine. Tell me, where will your ending play out?
It has already been written into the script. But until I reach it, as long as breath remains in me, I will haunt the stage like a phantom. A reminder that one must always look forward. Sharpen thyself and temper thy soul.
Oh, Rover wasn't wrong about you. You really are a cruel, extreme man. Sometimes I think you might be even more insane than I am.
Insanity, reason, or something in between. All our choices born of free will, and only through free will can we defy the surging tides of fate. That is why we both seek to change it. For beneath such tides, no one is content to remain merely a humble servant.
You lost the gem I entrusted to you, Christopher.
Forgive me, but haven't we already seized what we truly desired? You see, even the beyond forged from Leviathan's power couldn't endure. It fell short of the perfection you long for. But if you wish to try again, I remain at your service.
Tell me, how much of it remains within you?
Not much, but enough to make use of.
I fulfilled my promise to complete your finale. Let this be the last note of our symphony.
As you wish. My sincerest gratitude for your wonderful performance, Lady Frolova. May you find the strength to create the beyond you once envisioned.
If this world truly cannot change, perhaps I will seek a new path for myself.
Huh. Who'd have thought someone as stubborn as she would learn to adapt? But, Grand Architect, are you really going to let her walk off and do as she pleases?
Of all of us, you are the last one with any right to judge her for following her whims.
Judge? You wound me. I'm far more faithful to my indulgences than she ever was. No. I just want to tag along and add a few more flourishes to her symphony.
There are still greater matters that demand your attention. Though our roads diverge, our ideals remain as one. In the end, they all lead to the same place. Separation is but the prelude to possibility. All so that humanity may cross that final gateway into eternity. Our goals in Jinjo and Rinasita have been fulfilled. A Threnodian's resonator, an artificial Threnodian, and a second resonance awakening. We now possess both the knowledge and the means. Next, it is time we turn our gaze to our accomplishments Elachai Roy.